Let's talk about where Jaws came from. This film is based on a best-selling novel by Peter Benchley, also called Jaws, which hit shelves in 1974. Benchley drew inspiration from real-life events, like the shark attacks off the coast of New Jersey back in 1916, and a massive 4,500-pound shark caught by a fisherman in 1964. Can you imagine turning those chilling real-world stories into a gripping tale? The book was a huge hit, staying on the bestseller list for months, and it explored themes of fear, survival, and humanity's clash with nature. But Benchley didn't stop there. He even makes a cameo in the movie as a news reporter on the beach, which is such a cool nod to the source material. Other title ideas for the book included things like The Stillness in the Water, The Silence of the Deep, Leviathan Rising, and The Jaws of Death. Talk about building suspense right from the name. If you love books that keep you up at night, picking up Benchley's novel after watching the film is a no-brainer, but the movie takes it to another level with its visual intensity. Now, how did this book become a blockbuster film? The rights to the novel were snapped up by producers Richard D. Zanuck and David Brown in 1973 for around $175,000, even before the book was published. They saw massive potential in this high-concept story. Initially, directors like John Sturges and Dick Richards were considered. In fact, Dick Richards was hired at first but got fired because he kept referring to the shark as a whale. Oops. That's when a young and up-and-coming filmmaker named Steven Spielberg stepped in. Spielberg had just directed The Sugarland Express for Zanuck and Brown, and they loved his work on Duel, a TV movie about a driver being chased by a menacing truck. They thought his style was perfect for building tension. Spielberg signed on in June 1973, but get this, he almost backed out because he worried about being typecast as the truck and shark director. Thankfully, he stuck with it, and at just 27 years old, he turned Jaws into his breakout hit. Spielberg's passion shines through. He even voices the Amity Island dispatcher in one scene and plays a radio operator talking to one of the characters. Plus, his dog Elmer makes an appearance as the Brody family's pet. What a family affair! Speaking of the cast, oh man, where do I even begin? This ensemble is pitch perfect, bringing so much depth and chemistry that you'll feel like you're right there with them. Leading the pack is Roy Scheider as Chief Martin Brody, the no-nonsense police chief who's way out of his element. Scheider wasn't Spielberg's first choice. Actors like Charlton Heston, Robert Duvall, and Gene Hackman were considered, but he landed the role after overhearing Spielberg talk about the project at a Hollywood party and basically pitching himself for it.